sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Throwing right away on the game's first play. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Khalil Mack, three-time All-Pro, in there to bag another one. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They put Wilson in motion. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for, and it'll be 3rd down. Jackson, and that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. That's going to be caught. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of the field, but they turn it over on downs.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
Goff's going to open up with a throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
White 20. 5, 11. 2. Switch. Hey, kill. Listen.
On 2nd down, Goff. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Let's go. Hey, Ram. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Me. Hey, my man. 5-9. Ready.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They're on the 35-yard line. On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second down, Jackson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
On third down, Jackson. That's to the big tight end, Parham. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tarheeb Still. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Delta, 21, go. 21. Go.
Pistol here for Herbert. Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston. To the goal line and in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown Chargers. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Dicker good with the extra point. And the Chargers are out to a 10-0 lead. And the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On first down, a run for Wright. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Jackson now on second down. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Steeler first down. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second and 10. Now Jackson missed a design run.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Third and 5. They'll send a tight end in motion. Jackson from the gun on third down. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 11 yards on the pass there. That's a Steeler first down.
Steeler first down.
They put Wilson in motion. He's got the connection. Marquez Valdez scatters. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up a 14 and a first down. That is caught outside on the RPO. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Jackson out of the pistol. Moving left. Now he'll run. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's a run. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
At the 12-yard line.
From a little further back. Here's second and goal.
He turns it.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Chargers out to the early lead. We're back in Southern California. In a moment. On play action, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete, and with no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to third and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. And it's probably a touchdown.
A design run here with Jackson. And he'll get into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are on the board. It's 10-7.
Steelers 7.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
20-yard line.
Right. 21. Go. 5-9.
Herbert now on first down. He's got his tight end, Alontae Gadsden the second. And the mark of down just shy of the 40. That's number 40 on the season for him. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. On play action, it's Herbert. Left side, catch made by McConkey. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and a yard. Shotgun now for Herbert. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
First and 10.
And the Chargers first down. First and 10.
They'll run, and this is Omarion Hampton. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Sanjay Samuel up from the corner spot to make the stop.
It's now second.
Here's a
and
second
6.
and 6.
let's go. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Let's go, let's go. Set.
Play action now. It's Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
6 yards to go.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
59, 59. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Let's go. Set.
Throwing is Herbert on third down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
Black 80, black.
They'll go for it. It's Herbert. Now he'll work his way out right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. They turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down snap.
Into space. And he will dive into the end zone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are on top. It's 14-10.
Chargers 10.
Touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Now Herbert. He'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
5-9. Set. Hey, ram. Wide end. Baylor tight. Hey, 59. Go.
From the gun, it's Herbert. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Crowd right. Ready.
Herbert to the air again. He'll swing this out to Hampton. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. It sets up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing again, Herbert. Now, a deep shot for Allen. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field, and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And he's going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. They'll keep this drive alive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got the hook up downfield with McConkey. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of
18 yards on the connection. First down, L.A.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A give, and here comes Hampton. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. He gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
The Steelers will use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing now is Herbert. That is caught 3. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
59. Home troops right. Let's go. Hey, Catholic.
Here's Herbert. Forced to his right. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Out of coverage. Excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a
dive, and he's in! Omarion Hampton, touchdown, L.A.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10
real
at
cool.
their own
They be
26-yard
on that rap to pay the bills. Now I'm feeling not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words.
That's Washington, the man in motion. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. This one complete to Washington. And the up and down, just shy of the 40. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and it just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Open man is Valdez-Scantling. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Outside, so I'm staying with the side, shawty, you and I vibe to the booth. Like Tupac, I see the bunch of mean guys in the band at a time. Going on the west side.
The break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They put Wilson in motion. Off the play fake. Jackson on the run to the right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Another run here with Hampton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
He'll try to run for it with Hampton. That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Gain on the play.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here we go on 4th down with Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's going to have the Chargers first down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Run between the tackles for Hampton. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
First tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Herbert. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
The Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Shotgun snap. We give it to Hampton. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop.
Brings up
They face 2nd down and 7.
Kappa. Go, let's go. Ready.
Herbert. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Amarian Hampton was the intended receiver.
Wilson.
And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Hey, ram. Crowd run. 21.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
An 8-yard loss.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within one possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
Herbert going to go on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. They put Wilson in motion. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they have the 1st down. So, they get the completion on 1st and 5. And now set up 1st and 10.
Steelers.
That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the right zone inside the 20. A gain there of 27 yards. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to keep it himself. To the pylon. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Chargers 17.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return starts from the 5. And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
On the ground, Hampton will start the 4th. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Hey, go Lion. Set.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Catch made there by Allen. They'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Hey, easy. We go orange. Home the troops right. 5-9. Go.
Now it's Herbert. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's
just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Hey, ram. Hey, go lion. 21.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Now Herbert again. Moving outside the pocket. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Hey, Kappa. Baylor tight. 59.
Now Herbert. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. He's uncomfortable with the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Throwing right. That's Johnston. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Play action now. It's Herbert. Forced out wide. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And 3rd down coming up.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Crowd right. Go.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter by facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in covering, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter, and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws, and as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Let's go. 12. Hey, Ray.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
380.
Here's a big one. This 3rd down.
Hey, go lion. Set. 380. Set.
They'll drop to throw. Exiting the pocket right. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They put Wilson in motion. Flushed to his left. Lamar Jackson. And he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. You talk about a quarterback getting things done with his legs. Everything covered downfield, but they couldn't cover him as he went down the field for a touchdown.
Mike, sometimes as a defensive coordinator, you just can't prepare for everything. In this case, you have the play defended perfectly. Passing lanes are all taken away. Everyone in coverage is where they're supposed to be. So what does the quarterback do? He tucks the ball away, and he takes it the distance for 6.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And now for a second time, he loses the football. Second down, 8 yards to go.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Kappa. Baylor tight.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Lion. Crowd right.
Herbert to throw. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down. The Steelers use one of their timeouts. The stoppage comes just over a minute to play in this one.
21. Hey, easy. We'll go. Hey, ram. 59. Ready.
Herbert now on 1st down. Rolling right. There he goes again. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of the house.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Throwing now is Herbert. Out to his right. He'll take off again. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal. Here we go. 1st and goal.
Set. Hey, Grenady. Hey, Ray. Hey, Smith. Why did
They'll run with Hampton. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the 4th. Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal.
Grenade. Take it. Let's go. Hey, Ray. Hey, Kappa. Let's go. Hey. Home troops right. Let's go.
To throw, it's Herbert. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
First and 10. Now Jackson. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes second down. They put Wilson in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. Moving to his right. Taking off. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the first down and preserve that final timeout. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18. This offense still has the one timeout to use. First and 10 coming up now. When the pressure's there, he can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. And now the Steelers are going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. They put Wilson in motion. They'll run here. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. Going to need a big play now. Third down and long. The left side and pulled in. Valdes-Scantling. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts.
A gain of 16 yards.
So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the